So the last we learned was that we learned a lot more about the betrayal that happened, and that we have to. We can't use Lady Iceheart talking to be able to get in and stop the dragons from attacking. I gotta say, I feel like these areas, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like these areas are way larger than they were in ARR. Like, these maps are just vastly more expansive. Could be wrong on that, though. Aether Current! It's a really big zone. Okay, good. Glad I wasn't totally crazy. Hello, dragon. Would you like some fire? You're probably immune to it, considering that you're, oh, fire. Whoa! Straggler. Bahamut just ate him. I got a dragon of my own. He even breathes fire and drifts. Watch him drift. You ready for this? He's gonna drift around the corner. Drift! Ah, oh, speed boost. This place is amazing. Oh, it's this Estinien the Grumpy. Alright. We are here to fight Nidhogg, potentially. I feel like this is going to be a lot more trouble. And there's a lot more twists to this story we still haven't figured out yet. Hrasvelgr was missing an eye, after all.
That would be the Aery. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye. His caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
Does that mean we're calling on our buddy Sid?
We called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Pray, consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by Linkpo when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I would not be surprised, though, if his rage was so much he would just go in blind anyway. My instinct was to go up, because it was an airship we were looking for. Sid! Biggs and Wedge! Another wind barrier? And you would say it was conjured by Nidhogg. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. Dravonians would fly rings around her. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lad straight. Come on, the manufacturer is not far away. Oh, I'm sure that it's more than an engine. They were just talking about working on a new engine, but what is this little thing? Is it like a hovercraft?
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
A mana cutter? Oh, it's like a little jet fighter. Oh, yeah.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off.
It was the two of them that built it. Wow, that's awesome. Tataru!
Tataru, what's happened?
There's been word from Ulda. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
We get to learn about Nanamo! Yes, yes, yes. Tataru, what is happening? General Raban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Jake. Pressing though Ishgardian's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the mana cutter's completion. Oh, this is Alfino. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we can. To the Waking Sands, warrior of light. 'Tis past time Ulda was delivered from this darkness. We're back. Yigiri! So cute. Raban. He's back to his old self. Looking good.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
Alchemical supplies?
There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
It seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Mariel.
Ah, yes, we did have questions about her.
But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. Being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, warrior of light? Will you lend me yours?
You can have both my arms. I don't mind at all.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Uldar!
Hoorah! Flame salute. Wait a minute. We have these boats here. I wonder if these boats will take us to the Silver Bazaar. Ferry ticket. Oh, not to Limsa. For some reason, my brain was like, would you like to buy a ticket? And I was clicking yes on that, and it was going to give me an option as to which one I wanted to buy. But, oh, there are docks that go down there, but from a different spot. So I wasn't totally crazy, just a little bit crazy. Feeling when you don't pay attention and accidentally end up in a different country. I mean, you know, headed for Canada, end up in Mexico. What can I say? Yeah, I just got a little lost. No problem. Ah, here she is. What you searching for there, hmm?
You are Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I have been found.
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
We can see it right there on the subtext. Oh. Think harder.
General Alden.
He is not messing around. Maybe you'd like to reconsider.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Her face is priceless.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Yeah, Lolorito, you've got some explaining to do.
You'd best talk fast.
Otherwise, you might go from halves to quarters as well.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation mill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise. Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison.
Yeah, we figured out that much. Now, where is she?
Know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
Took out your opponent for you, did we?
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve.
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire.
Yeah, how are you going to help him do that? I feel like he would turn on you if you don't help him
Unlike
succeed in that
you,
regard.
General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
Lolorito is asking to be divided as well.
I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
So, Ilberd no longer works for him. They've gone their separate ways.
Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
I think not. It's not that simple.
Yes, we will. Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
And you have some nice teeth, Raban.
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial?
But with reason.
Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, but I kind of want to do it again right now. Is that the antidote?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
Lolorito, but you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Heartbreaking. The worst person you know makes a good point. When you gotta, like, grin and bear it, you're just like, ugh. Okay. Just because you're speaking the truth doesn't mean I have to like it.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Wow, thank you, Dulala. This was not the area that I was expecting that to happen in, but there's no celebration. Yeah, hollow feeling of victory. Well said, Holo. Well said. That's exactly it. It's like, congratulations, we got what we wanted, but are we really happy about it? I don't know about that. Look at everyone watching movies. It's movie time up in here. Flame General Raban mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. So he has been fully reinstated. Has he already woken up Nanamo, or is she still in her chambers? There she is. She's breathing though, you can see it. She's alive! She's alive! Oh, that's so good. And of course she'd have cute, adorable plushies on her bed. That's the only thing that would make sense. Please tell me this works. How awful would it be if that was actual poison and killed her, and Raban had to go through being the one to administer poison and actually kill her all over again? That would just be absolutely torturous, but... Aww.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
I wonder how long he thought about what he'd say to her when he first got to talk with her again. I don't know how, but she looks even cuter with her hair down like that than she did when it was all fancied up with the jewels and everything in it. These chairs are way too big for Lalafellin, I'm just saying.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber.
Yay! Cheers! Now we can celebrate. Good, rather than the instant abdication of the throne that she was planning on doing before.
And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Yeah, the Garlean Empire on the move, as he referenced it.
Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? 'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle.
How is he aware of all this information?
My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
This has suddenly gotten a lot deeper than just waking Nanamo up.
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Wow. That's a tough decision.
There were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with shutting down the Crystal Braves, but I see reasons as to why they've now been tainted very hard by everything that's gone on here, and so...
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me, yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
No more Crystal Braves. That time was run. Did we ever even get any Crystal Brave attire? I don't think we did. We can't cosplay as Crystal Braves. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains there is no man alive in whom I'd rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. It's alright, Alfino. It's alright. We'll support you no matter what you decide to do. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as the Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Jake? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Oh, Alfino. Oh. Bet everyone's kind of arguing about what to do. We see a couple of faces we recognize, though. Commander, you're alive. And Jake, too. Oh, I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Ah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a slight messier than expected, aye, but we still fighting for freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Yeah! You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know you've had a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We talked it over, see? And we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves? The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Alfino, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Menfilia and the others. My friends, after all that's happened, I know not what to say. He's gonna tear up. I know it. Small smiles, small smiles. Pray excuse me, I thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know not that I am worthy of their loyalty, Jake. Oh, you are. But as Thaliak, Thaliak is my witness. I shall do everything in my power to earn it. You've already done a lot. It's your dream and ambition that others can connect with. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. Alright, so back to Ishgard we go. One thing we still have yet to do literally anything about is the disappearing Isle and the students of Battle de Sion. That's an entire storyline that has just been waylaid because it was all being fed through Minfilia as she learned about it, investigated it, and we don't know anything about it. Estinien, you travel all this way. You have fulfilled your obligations to the Aldans, then. Mistress Tataru has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garland's were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Aery, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emeric? I think we might have kept him in the dark long enough. Please, let me in! I'd like to talk to Sir Emeric. The 2 dragoons, the best in the land.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
I could never do his voice justice, because it's always so much darker. All stands ready, Commander.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The Aery is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isard taught us much.
Yeah, taught us that your continual bloodshed is not going to help anything.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinien told.
'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr. In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the great wyrm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the Aery represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinien?
Nidhogg's might is legendary, but with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source.
Where
Victory will be hard won.
does he keep that? And he's just kind of like a parlor magic trick, it's gone.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
He's so grumpy.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this wyrm, 'tis surely we too.
I mean, if we must. Yeah, we don't exactly look thrilled. I'm about as novice as it gets. Oh, we get an Aether Current and a Mana Cutter Key. I just care about the Aether Current so we can fly. Fly, fools. Come, Warrior of Light. The dread wyrm awaits. If you say so.
It's new for 6.2. They've added the duty support for this one, so you can do with NPCs, and they add additional bits of flavor, like the NPCs talking and stuff.
Got it. Well, let's do one and try it, and then depending on how I like it, we'll do it without. So, oh my goodness, cry! What? Wait, is that Paladin? Holy moly, that is so cool. How do you all keep having these amazing outfits? Get to Endwalker. Okay, so the party NPCs are a part of other players. Let's try it with the NPCs. We'll try it out with the NPCs, and if we like it, great. And if we don't, we'll just do something different. So, Temple Knight, Temple Chirurgeon, like again, Surgeon, Chirurgeon, and Estinien. That's why you're saying to go with the NPCs, because you get to go with Estinien. Okay, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I see with Estinien a good reason why you'd want to go with party. Oh, we got our legs crossed. Is that because it's our relaxed pose with the legs crossed when we're sitting? You'd think we would be more on edge. Oh, hello, Nidhogg. Is that Nidhogg? Oh, did he just blow us out of the air? Or is that Estinien? No, I think he hit us, and now he's going after Estinien. Oh, I've got your eye! I've got your eye! I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. Okay. So now, they go with our speed, but we do have the Temple Knight who will be acting as the tank for it. Oh, wow. Lightning just totally blasted a hole. Is there a treasure chest in here? No? It's just an extra place where dragons could be hiding. Okay, no problem. I've been trying to keep Paladin and... or no, not Paladin. I've been trying to keep Black Mage and Lancer up, but I've also been doing a lot of the smaller ones, so... Rangada. We meet. Ooh, this is like a millipede dragon. See, now I feel way more responsible for them. Ooh! Because if it's you all that are fighting, then I'm like, you know what? They can take care of themselves. They've either done this before, or they just generally know what's up. But now that I've got these little NPCs I gotta protect, and there we go. I can heal up a little bit. And I leaped out, and I was like, nice, I can leap out. And then immediately I leaped into the electrician, the electric field. I think this paladin is going to constantly get in the way of our screenshot. We're going to have to take it real quick before he steps in the way. It's like, move, guy, get out of my way. I'm trying to take a selfie here, all right? Nidhogg Broodling. Aw, I actually feel bad killing the little ones. Can we just fight Nidhogg and not have to deal with the rest of these guys? I don't want to kill baby dragons. We come right above the hill. Who is this guy? Gia Scottus.
I will end your struggles.
Oh, he's going ham. He's using the limit break. Nice. And, oh, wow, that is not much time at all. Oh, we don't want to be out there. We get the wind burn effect, too. Yeah, there's the knockback. Wow, we are hurting. Whoa! I just realized how much damage we are taking. And then everyone gets reset, too. Okay, so there's no respawn effect. Everyone's running over here, so I'm going to run over here. Oh! Okay, so you face away from him. I got it. So you want to be behind him when he goes to do that fog attack. All right, now stand in the middle. Everyone get right underneath him. There we go. Small knockback. Flammable gas. Oh, so those are the gas that then blow up. So you have to be out of the fog because that's what's going to explode into fire. Oh. Flammable gas. It's everywhere. We beat him in time. Is it over? Nidhogg is close. I can sense him. Man, if that's only number 2, I don't even know how we're going to beat Nidhogg. This is a new version of the fight. They spiced it up with cool new mechanics. They changed the fight. I've only done this duty once since the change. Never seen this fight. They reworked it a few weeks ago. It's so much better. Yeah, well, this is the first time for me, and it's fun, but also just so much more intense, especially since I don't have any of you all to kind of back it up and fix my mistakes, but I like it. It's a different type of challenging, so... Oh, whoa! Who's knocking the pillars down? Earrings and rings and earrings and rings and... Nidhogg, could you stop breaking your own castle apart, please? Sheesh. Maybe red was like where they're healing or sleeping or something. The Aery. It's Nidhogg. There's some interesting environmental details in the dungeon that you wouldn't recognize until you replay it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what... Can't not recognize what I don't know, but that's okay. Nidhogg. Here we go. Alright, good job, tank, turning him around. Deafening blow. I don't think we could avoid that one. Ooh, 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 get out. Ooh, 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 get in. Wow. Just rakes the place with fire. Oh, that's an eye. Ow! Vulnerability up. Well, great. That didn't work. Whoa, 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 whoa. He picked me up. Let me down. Oh, nice. And they attack it, too. Cool. So that's an ally can get caught in kind of that stasis. So now we're fighting his kin. Nice. My rage will consume you. Where are we supposed to hide? Wow! Clearly can't hide at all. Jeez. I should have stood here so the healer could heal everyone. Ow! What? Oh, it's targeting me. He's targeting me. I don't know what for. How was I supposed to escape that? At least I got the limit break. That was a stack marker. Oh, so I have to get over to all my allies. Yellow means everyone stacks. Sprout's first stack marker. Hey! Don't be rude, I'm learning. So red is solo and yellow is stack. What'd be funny is all of the NPCs are like, where are you going? You just ran away from us, now we're all gonna die. Get back here, where are you going, noob? Gentlemen, I have failed terribly. Shall we try this again? For when he, brings in all of his friends. Oh, we're not paying attention to our friend. No, he just died, Estinien. No! Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Last time it was us that, I can so do a better job than what I'm doing right now. All right, stack, stack, stack. Everyone, come here. Yay, we survived. I did it. Oh, Ooh, I did not get out in time. I did try. I tried to hop it. There he goes. Go, Estinien. Go. Go. Level 2 limit break. Cloudbuster sword. Boom. I'm going. I'm helping out. Okay, cool. We rescued him. Yeah. Jake is leading a party. They're probably all panicking. Yeah, undeserved. Oh! Epic finish. Oh, he's not dead yet. He's just fleeing. Nice. But where's the music? Is it not over yet? Look at him scanning the skies. Our work here is finished. Man, epic fight. Epic, epic fight. And very different trying to do it solo than, you know, just with NPCs and with you all. Because that definitely does add the pressure of not being able to just rely on you all to pick up the slack. Yeah, he's coming back. He's got his eye. What are you doing with that? You've been grounded. You've been a bad boy. Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me? Time hath done naught to dilute thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and shall do so again.
No, Wyrm. This ends here.
He just leaps into the dragon's mouth. Oh, straight into his head. Ow. Now remember something about consuming the dragon's blood? I think he's gone. The Crimson Dragoon. Oh, he got the other eye. He spiked the other eye out.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
The rage is non-stop. A third, we're like recollecting our crystals. But that stuff, I still have no idea what that's doing, but maybe reconnecting us to Mother.
They are ours, Lord Haldrath.
Haldrath.
The eyes of Nidhogg.
The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
Yeah, trading the honor for sacrifice, that's where the huge betrayal that they did.
Hreysvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair.
Did Hreysvelgr give one of his eyes to Nidhogg? That's what I'm guessing, because Hreysvelgr is missing one of his eyes. That's what we talked about. And the eye that was just gotten out of Nidhogg was yellow, not red. And Nidhogg's eye has been red this whole time. So I'm guessing that was Hreysvelgr's other eye. He gave it to Nidhogg so that Nidhogg would survive.
Ascend the throne and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people.
But what happened to Nidhogg's other eye then? Because they had two, but one of them is Estinien has.
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him? I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance, shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We four, then.
The four houses.
Forton, Hylanat, Durendare, and Zemile.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards.
I thought the Holy See was the king.
We shall shape
or not the king, but at least the leader.
History of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
Interesting. So that's how the four houses kind of came into prominence. No, don't give me that.
You, friend. Are you wounded?
I don't want it.
The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted, and with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. A rousing tale, is it not? hoped that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt. Save on one point. If Huldreth took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Mm-hmm. We did see the scars on Nidhogg. He had two lines across it. No! Great, now we've got one. I guess we now have a dragon's eye. We have Hraesvelgur's other eye. Can we give it back to him? Hey buddy, sorry about your brother, brood brother.
I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph.
But
we must first
there it is.
have words with Hraesvelgur. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Alright, let's wrap this story up. Though Nidhogg is fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all of this has been put to rest, I must need forge my armor anew. Oh wait, what is the key? You got a key. Oh, the mana cutter key. Nice. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Hraesvelgur to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon Song War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learn the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, warrior of light. Impetulant mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Hey, he figured it out. 'Twould seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield 1/2 of my strength. So we didn't even fight him at full strength. We fought him at half of Hraesvelgur's strength. Okay, well, I'm at least glad that we can give him his eye back. So this is Nidhogg. We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Ratatosker's eyes, and gutted their appetites upon her essence. Oh no, yeah, you can see the scars all over them now. But thou wert enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Ratatosker her life, and me mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. 'Twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance. So, Nidhogg actually asked for the eye. Yeah, we didn't see any scars on Hraesvelgur. Yeah, any like cuts or anything that you would suspect that battle had been done. There's also a nice touch that it was both their left eyes. My vengeance is begun. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years!
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
The pain in her voice is palpable. The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. So he's the last of the great worms. But by giving his eye to Nidhogg, he basically sealed that thousands of Elysin were going to die in brutal dragon conflict for forever.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg. But I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
Welcome to what revenge is. It is an empty, cold, sad state, even after you complete it.
Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete.
I missed that a horn has been snapped off of his helmet. That's really, really neat. I wonder how long that's been snapped off, or if that snapped off during his fight with Nidhogg.
We are short a great worm's eye.
There it is.
The pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
I think someone was kind of controlling Nidhogg through his other eye.
Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return.
Are the dragons fighting anyway?
Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragon Song War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Yeah, she wanted to stop the dragons from doing more violence. Can you stop your own people?
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
Ooh. Ooh.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance.
Is he planning on summoning a primal? That's what you want fervent prayers for.
Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
Now remember, he knows about the Ascians, and he's been trying to play the Ascians. After the dragons have been dealt with, he wants to...
Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
How do you plan on doing that? I feel fairly immortal. Whoa! Oh no, my goodness. We've not met certain requirements because the entire city's on fire! Yeah, we are, Lord Harshavon. We got a lot of work to be done. Ishgard is in serious, way more trouble than I was expecting.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed. Hear me, brothers and sisters. The war is ended. Nidhogg is no more.
She's now a scion. I actually totally believe that she's going to become a scion. I'm pretty confident of it, unless she gets killed in the story, the process of the story, which would be sad.
Have we lost?
No, you haven't lost. There's no need to fight.
Friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
The voice actress is amazing.
Peace?
And they just turn around and walk away.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Of course they would. Yeah, what do you think you're going?
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
I think that this might be a pretty decent stopping point, and we'll carry on more and learn more about what happens next with Haurchefant and the Holy See and all of that. But man, we went through so many different things. We learned a little bit more about Hraesvelgur's participation in the suffering of Ishgard, and that there's a lot more that's going on. And I feel like things with Hraesvelgur are not done yet. I feel like there's still going to be more that happens in the future. And as Estinien said, we're still missing that other eye. There's more pieces of the puzzle that have not been completely solidified.